Madam Chair, you're good to go.
We're ready? Okay. All right, let's call the meeting to order. For roll call, let's just let the meetings reflect that everybody from our board is here, with the exception of Marcy, who is not able to attend tonight. Next on the agenda is approval of minutes. So I had it in my written notes. Is this correct? the ones that we need to approve. That's what I had.
Right.
Want to do them separately or all at once? I move to approve the minutes. All three of them.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. All right.
Yay! Yay!
Yes.
Progress.
Progress.
Finally approved.
Okay, on new business, moving on, we have, Angela was gonna join us.
She is there, and I'm guessing she's gonna share something, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go make her a co-host so she can share if she wants to.
I'm actually not going to share a screen.
Okay.
I'm just going to give you a rundown.
Perfect.
Are we to that point?
Yep, we are.
Yeah,
Okay, what I'm gonna do.
I don't need your screen though. I'm just going
No,
to
but.
give you a verbal.
We want to see you
I'm changing it so that we see you.
Oh,
instead of
please
the
don't.
tiny little.
I'm not feeling real
You're-
well.
She's not feeling great.
Maybe she's in her pajamas.
You look great.
No, I'm not in my pajamas, but I do have a scarf and a jacket on, so, okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So we, went ahead and had a special meeting on, the 28th of October, and we did the selection, of the firm for the CDBG grant. And that was awarded to EPS, Economic and Planning Systems. And they are out of Denver. And they also work very closely with WSW, Wendy Sullivan. And, she was the one that did the study up in Big Sky, the housing needs assessment, and it was really very detailed. And Mayor Westwood and Joanne sat in on that meeting when we first visited with them about that opportunity, or just to see what they had done up there. So we did make that selection. And I'll just kind of give you a rundown of really what their focus is going to be on. Of course, that first task is going to be project management and data collection. And so we'll have a startup meeting and kind of work through that probably next week, I would assume. The second task on that project is going to be economic and demographic indicators. So, population growth, household income, housing occupancy, and then employment, factors, sector, wage, focused on pre and post-COVID conditions, and then commuting into Red Lodge, evaluating potential to attract and retain our commuting workforce from other areas. The third task is going to be housing market conditions. So we'll look at inventory, rental cost, home sales, new developments. And of course, all of these things we're going to be working with employers, real estate agents, other people in our community, to make sure we're getting current information. That is our biggest focus, is to have very current information on that. Housing supply and pipelines. So, we want to make sure that we're addressing that as well. Existing housing stock, age, house type, other characteristics to that. Then we've got home ownership, and we've got rental market. also to cover in that section. And the task 4 is outreach. So we'll focus on interviews with local employers, people with direct market knowledge, experience, on the ground people. And hopefully with working with the employers, we will get really detailed information for our employees that we're trying to figure out housing for. So property managers and also developers and builders are under that as well. Task 5 is going to be housing demands and needs. So just kind of documentation of mismatch between wages, household incomes, and housing supplies. Potential demand for income for commuters, basically. Let's see what else is in there. And then an estimated, like a pipeline to make sure that we are seeing what our needs are now and really what we're going to need down the road, 5 to 10 years. So, and what those units will look like, the size of them, and the AMI ranges that we're going to, need to keep our workforce employees here in our area. And then task 6 will be the draft findings. So we'll be going through all of that, cleaning all those up, having some meetings, and then the last task will be the draft and final reports. And so we will be sending or sharing all of this information with the city officials, the mayor, the different boards. I think it needs to be really a community partnership, so that we're all on the same page. We understand the needs, and we're just working together to really make good use of this study and to, hopefully make a difference in the housing, crisis that we're kind of in right now. So we did get an extension on that. And so the extension went through June. So we'll be kind of working through all these different tasks. And like I said, I will keep everybody in the loop as to when we are having meetings and just the different tasks and information we're gathering. So we can just stay as one to get through it.
Is there a handy document out there somewhere where we can kind of preview some of the 7 tasks and all of that? Or
I'll get you one once we get the contract signed and reviewed and everything. I'll get you that for sure. I'll share that with all of you. Yep.
Great.
Yep. So.
Do you have a timeline, Angela?
I do have kind of a little bit of a timeline here. We're kind of obviously running behind. Nothing new, but so we're hoping, let's see. We are hoping to, oh, that's not the right one there. Bear with me just a minute. We were working through that today. You know what? I don't have it right in front of me, Tara, but I will get that to you. We had to change some of the dates on that as well. Oh, let me see. No, that's not it either. So we had to change some of those dates on that as well. So probably the first couple months, it's going to be getting our meetings together and trying to plan some just like the startup meetings, and then start planning some meetings with like the different partners, the real estate agents and the employers and all of that. And so I think it would really be important that as we're working through this study, that we're trying to stay on top of what you guys are doing with KSU TAP team as well. Because they also, all three firms did get the draft copy of KSU study. And so trying to, work together with what you guys have already done and what we are trying to do, and be able to use both of those documents as a resource for, future projects. So, but I should have that final, draft timeline probably Wednesday. Mary Vet was changing some dates on that. And then once I have that, I can send that out to you guys. And then once we have the signed contract, we'll know a lot more on their time frame. But it's probably gonna take, take all the way up until June to really get it done.
Yeah,
Everything that
okay,
we want to
great.
do. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, I have another so I'm actually just super curious, how much, is this for the whole county or is it just Red Lodge, and what is
No,
the cost?
this is, so, it can go up to, 66.4. Let's see. And it's really for Red Lodge and just maybe the outskirts. But really our
Okay.
focus, this is not a countywide focus on this one. This
Yep.
is strictly for, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yep.
anybody have any other questions? Sounds like an amazing
Yes.
study. Wow.
Well, I think it
Good.
will be because the one that they did for Big Sky, it's, I mean, you can just see the way they put their study together. You can look at it and you can just see the need, and it's all broke down, and it's such a visual to really see where we're at and what different areas we need to be working through.
Excellent.
And I
Okay,
apologize that I'm not more
yeah,
on top of it today.
yeah, thank you for joining us, even though you're not feeling well. We really appreciate it. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Move that out of your way.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, ready for the next thing here? So, the next thing would be to talk about our plans for December 2nd, the virtual presentation by KSU TAB. So the agendas are all out, so that's great. The general plan is to have them present and then discussion after that. Is there any other things that you all think would be useful to get out of that meeting? Any other thoughts or ideas?
And we've invited the city council and the
Yeah.
planners,
Yeah.
the planning folks.
Yeah.
And has anybody said they will come? Might come?
I believe that most are being there. I will not be there. I will tell you, after having a couple of conversations with a couple of folks, including folks in this room, so we have announced that meeting is there, but we are not pushing it as the public meeting for everybody. That's still coming. And I mean, this will be a public meeting, but so I think it'll be a small audience with those two groups as your primary intended audience. And the idea was that just allows for a more,
Right.
little bit more open discussion, if it's not the whole,
So,
that one just.
Will it be here?
That is my recollection.
Yeah, that's what we have planned.
Because we
Now, the
talked
public
about
one
maybe doing-
will probably be someplace else.
Yeah, the next one.
But this one is gonna, that was part of that conversation.
Mhm.
Also, because the location also kind of indicates the importance of the meeting, or, like how welcome the public is. I mean, of course, the public is welcome because it's a
Mhm.
public meeting, but really, to really inform these two other bodies, whatever.
But there'll be a link, so it's virtual, right?
Yeah, mhm.
So we can zoom in too.
Yeah, yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
Are we planning on, having the city post on the website under the URD.
It looks like there's, all three of them
Are-
have noticed the meeting.
Not the notice, but the, information we got from KSU tab as far as the summary, executive summary, and then the overall summary.
I haven't asked them to share any of that at this point, so I don't,
And I don't think we have it done yet, so, because,
Yeah.
you know, what you were commenting earlier, is we still.
Well, there's
haven't
that-
updated one.
There's that part, but there's all the other, results from, it's like 18 pages.
Right.
Results from the different, meetings,
Mhm.
public input comments, the two, surveys that were done. I just think, you know, as a minimum to the planning board and the city council should have that beforehand, so they have an opportunity to
Yep.
be better prepared for the
Yeah.
presentation.
Before the December 2nd meeting.
Yeah.
so Mayor,
have
what's
some
the
thoughts
best way
before
to
then.
do that?
I mean, I don't think what we have is a draft. I think that's the final that,
What I would do is probably what we'll do is we'll just put it under news on the front page. We've been making some room on the front page. Let me see if I can,
So if I send that to Lonnie and Danae, they can get it out.
yeah,
Okay,
Danae specifically.
perfect.
And we've created a spot for it. I'm trying to think if it's under master plans, and so it'll be on the front, we can have up to 4 things, and so we actually cleared it off to make room for that.
Okay.
So there'll just be a URA. That's
Sounds
it.
good. Perfect.
So is that a proprietary,
I don't
site?
think so.
I mean,
No,
is
no,
it one
it's
just
just-
for the planning board and
No,
the
no.
city council, or
And the whole city can, oh, no,
Yeah.
so everybody would have access to it.
total transparent?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Is that the final report or still the draft?
I was looking at today, it sounds like the final to me. It didn't denote draft on the thing that she sent us, but,
I missed something?
Yeah,
it was a
There
while back.
was one that,
Well, there's two, right? So there's the one from Kate, and then there's the one from Blake.
Yeah, we're talking about the Kate one, not the
Right.
Blake one.
So we
Like-
haven't gotten the Blake final yet.
but the one Kate sent was the final
I
that,
think that, yeah, that's how it was worded, that's the way I interpreted it.
Does he know we're waiting for it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's the one that told us that he would get it to us at a certain point, so, yeah.
I must have missed that in the email.
yeah, I
Which
didn't
one?
see that either.
Which one, Jeff?
The KSU's report, final report,
well, I thought that's the one that Kate did send.
was that,
I thought that's the one that Kate did send.
It's been quite a while.
Does that still have the 5-story ones in it that we
Yeah.
were gonna get?
That's
No, that-
Blake's.
No.
That's Blake's.
That's Blake's.
And we don't have his final. Kate's, there's two. So Kate's,
You're in charge of getting which ones we want online to Danae, right?
I mean, I'll forward the link to them,
Mhm.
and they'll have to click on it, because they're so big, they don't send, actually,
Right.
you know, like copies.
Okay, we put links to them there.
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
before, or they did before, so yeah. I'll
So-
just follow up and I can let you know.
So we'll have a Zoom presentation
Yeah.
from Kansas State. We'll have city council and planning folks here.
Uh-huh.
What's the outcome, what is our desired outcome?
Yeah, that is what I want to know
Are
too.
they all gonna say, great idea, let's get some money?
My understanding, and I'll just throw it in and then I'll shut up, is that the purpose of this meeting was to talk about the public meeting that's gonna be there, to kind of narrow it down, and yes, we're gonna hit on this, and we probably don't wanna go there, and then that's gonna end up being further down the line. I saw that email and correspondence too, that it was not gonna be
Mhm.
during the break that they had looked at, it's gonna be a little bit, but to me, that was part of the deliverable or outcome of this meeting, was that you're gonna have planning board's input and council's input, so they have an awareness of it. But secondly, that there would be a finalized game plan for the public meeting, you kind of narrow on what the public meeting was gonna be. That's my recollection.
Yeah, but I think what you said was inform. We need to make sure that these two very important groups know and have
Right.
ample time to ask questions. They know what's going on. And I think think the idea was then we're free to go out to developer, or go out to the public at large, and
Okay.
also go out to, if a developer inquires, then, or we could present to developers. But the public at large would hopefully include developers.
Sure.
But then also, so inform, but then also, like somebody said, listen. What are your concerns? What are your questions?
Mhm.
So to gather that, input from those important groups.
Yeah, I think answer their questions,
Mhm.
because
Yep.
they're gonna have,
Mhm.
a lot of questions, I would think,
Yeah.
questions, and answer them now, rather
Yeah.
than at the public
Yeah.
meeting,
Yeah,
or as
Okay,
much as we
great.
can, yeah. So it's informational, I think, more than asking for them to jump up and down and
Sure.
clap and
yeah.
approve.
I'm not looking for 3 cheers.
Would be nice.
Yeah.
Did, we're gonna have Jerry Fadness there as well, right?
That is correct.
In person or
It
online?
depends on weather. The plan is he'll be here in person, weather permitting. He'll be remote if not.
Good.
So we'll have it in this room, he'll present up there, I mean.
The discussion was you guys will be up here, and they will be the audience.
Wow.
Wow.
I remember this conversation.
It's
Was
our
that a
meeting.
dream I had?
I don't remember us
I don't
sitting up.
remember that either.
No, I don't remember any talk.
Then
That's a
after-
hot seat.
Yeah, can we just sit here?
Because it was kind of like, of the 3 groups, you guys are hosting it,
Yeah.
Okay,
and they're the ones asking the questions.
okay.
Okay.
Does it,
So you'll be really chairing the meeting. Great. You'll do a wonderful job.
Awesome.
We have confidence.
Yeah, do we need like, do you think there would be good, if we get to have like butcher paper and like writing down questions or comments, or is that probably maybe not?
Is
So-
it gonna be recorded?
It will
Yeah.
be.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And Blake and Kate, they'll all be there.
Remote, I believe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, but they'll be there so they can hear directly the
Mhm.
any
Mhm.
questions or concerns, or if there's any requested edits, which,
Well, I think it's for them to answer the question.
Yeah.
right,
You
okay.
know, this
Yes.
is for the
Yeah.
planning board and the city council to have access to them.
We're just
so that
kind of
they really understand
Yeah. Mhm.
what the results were.
And they can ask questions before there's the big public meeting.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, I think maybe at a later time, we have another joint working session or something where that would be an appropriate place to have butcher paper or something
Uh-huh.
to do the editing part, but I think, we have to get through the presentation first and give them a chance to mull it over.
Yeah,
And
this-
I would imagine that Blake and Kate have been in this kind of situation before, so they know what
Yeah.
to expect,
Yeah, yeah,
what questions they will get.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. Okay. So I guess we don't really have any other planning other than that's how we're gonna sit up there.
You're gonna sit there.
I feel like I'm gonna need a booster seat. Get up there.
You have the big mallet.
Oh, great. Okay, well,
so I did forward the document that Kate sent, and that's the community engagement survey results.
thanks
Not
for
the-
doing that.
Not the one with the sketches of the,
No,
Yes, it's in the flyover.
Yeah, yeah.
there's an appendix
one.
D, which I don't know if that's it's empty, blank. That's the last page. I'm wondering if that's where Blake's,
Oh, that was gonna be the
Maybe.
one-page summary that they were gonna
Right.
do for us.
she did attach that as well,
yeah,
Okay.
we got the 2-pager.
2-page.
The URA results, oh, maybe this was actually when we took it, I'm going into,
Yeah, there's summaries or appendices that, I mean, the overall summary is 18 pages and the rest of it's all appendices.
But you're right, we are waiting on, Blake's.
I was going through that today going,
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Okay, well, I feel like we're good on that then. So that should be interesting, hopefully. Jeff, do you have any idea how many people from the planning board might be there?
I would assume all of them.
Okay, cool.
7?
Yeah, we didn't have any negative feedback.
What's that?
We didn't have any negative feedback
Oh,
at the last
that's right.
meeting, so.
No, I mean, a couple of them have asked to see the report and stuff. I mean, to actually see something.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can't just add up the number because there's duplicates
Oh, sure,
that
yeah.
are folks are on here
Right.
and there, and then
City council.
city council.
Nice.
Yep.
So,
So that, like, my understanding is the community-wide meeting is kind of deferred till later in the spring, is that
Mhm.
what-
yeah,
Okay, well, if we're good there, then we'll move on. I was like, I'm kind of ready to pass on the gavel to somebody else, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna look in the bylaws. And sure enough, it was November was our election of officers, and in our bylaws, all that I could see was that November is the annual meeting.
Yeah,
And the purpose of the annual meeting is for election of officers. It said really nothing else.
yeah,
That's all that's required.
yeah.
Okay, so then you notice I put annual meeting at the top, and then I put that there just like
Yep.
to emphasize this is our annual meeting, so.
Good
I don't
job.
know. So here we go, this is our annual meeting. It would be cool in the future to do something more, but like right now. Okay, so, if there's nothing else on that, moving on to election of officers, it looks like from our bylaws that our election of officers could be annual. We have never done this before.
We've never established
Yeah.
terms, yeah.
At least
Not for the
officers.
Not for the officers.
Yeah,
So, I guess, so we have 3 officers, right? We have chair, secretary, treasurer.
mm-hmm. No, chair, vice chair, and secretary.
Okay.
No, there's a treasurer too.
No, it wasn't in the bylaws.
Oh, well, we appointed one.
You're secretary / treasurer.
Right.
Do we have a vice chair?
No.
So we have, I didn't bring my computer to look at that. I should have looked at that.
Oh.
So we have a chair, secretary, treasurer. So do we just have 2 officers?
Yeah.
Are you wanting to step down for sure?
Yeah, I would like to step down. I mean, I'd like this
There's
to be
always
on the
hope.
board for a little bit,
Yeah.
but I'm,
At
yeah.
least according to our webpage, we just have a chair and a secretary treasurer.
Okay.
But it should be noted that bylaws as written, I won't be able to be a voting member on this board once I step onto council. You're not allowed to be in an elected position.
Uh-oh.
So I'm happy to attend, but not vote on anything.
So you can't be an officer.
So I can't be, I don't think so. That would be weird.
I'm
But
going
how-
to minimize these other screens so you have the bylaws up.
But who else can find out all the
Oh, you already
treasury?
know.
I know.
You're ahead of me.
Could you be a consultant?
Absolutely, definitely.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say, like, I would probably finish out my term. I don't know that I would continue on after my term, and I didn't check when my term was up, so, but,
Well, that was the other,
I would think with the elections, actually, that chair shall preside under officers, you do have a chair, a vice chair, and a secretary. They will be elected at the membership of the agency of the annual meeting by simple majority vote.
But does it say anything about terms?
Not-
Only for membership on the board,
Yeah.
not really your office or status.
so it implies,
I
that,
think it's yearly as well.
yeah, it implies annual because
Implies.
the annual meeting, that's when elections are
Right.
held, and we have, however long we've been around, we've never done this.
So it's new.
Well,
Well, that would be implied that we'd continue with the officers that we had, but
Right, yeah, yep. Okay, so we have a chair, vice chair, secretary, treasurer, so 3 positions. Okay, well, I guess, I would, does anybody want to serve any of those roles?
I was gonna say, if you're the vice chair as you go forward, then the chair could just be hers that next meeting, and then you could step in as vice chair and handle it.
That'd be great.
Okay, say that again?
Once you have a new election, you have a new chair.
Yeah.
But you were talking about handling the next meeting, and I was saying,
Right.
if you were vice chair going forward,
Oh,
then the chair could have a headache that night or
Oh.
just not feel well, and you
Yeah.
could still run that meeting.
sure, yeah, I don't, running a meeting is no problem. I'm happy
But
to do that.
shouldn't it? Seems like January 1st is a nice
I'm fine
transition
running
time.
the, I don't, I'm, no problem running the next couple meetings, but I would rather not be chair anymore. But I'm fine running the next, the hard part is like putting the agenda together, so that's done, so. Yeah.
Well, it says, oh, no, it's about commission, that's about us. It says each commissioner shall hold office until his or her successor has been appointed and qualified. That could hold for officers too. You know, if we just don't vote for a new officer, she has to, new chair, she has to be.
Well, but it does say that the purpose of the annual meeting is to elect officers.
Yes. Well, I think we should do what many organizations do, and the absent gets nominated for,
Yeah, I
For
thought about
chair.
that too. Marcy said she couldn't be here tonight. She knew
Oh,
what she was
yeah.
getting
She
into.
gets to be chair.
Do we have any idea whether she would be willing to be the chair?
I think it's really hard for her.
yeah, 'cause the store
That's my
You know,
question.
because she just is tied to her store.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
can't
Well,
just
and
walk out.
She's still school board, and
Yep,
Yeah,
Yeah, and she's a school board representative, so
yeah.
we have to change our meeting times.
11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. That would
6
work
in the
for me.
morning?
No, she's working at 6.
Wow. How about you, Jeff? You want to be chair of 2 groups? You know the ins and outs?
I think, no. And I think, aren't we gonna have to do some readjusting on about,
yes,
as far as my position goes, being the city rep? Isn't there some discussion about?
I was thinking that you guys had talked to that you're gonna be the rep for this, to
For
the
this.
planning board
Yeah.
rather than Jeff.
Right.
And I think you just make it so. And actually, I think it's this board that makes it so.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah,
Mhm.
Who would do it? Wouldn't you guys designate your rep to the planning board?
I think,
Or do you just do it?
no, the planning board, actually, I was the last person standing when the planning.
Oh.
No, not really, but, I mean, I wanted to be on this, or be the city rep at that point, but there isn't a real need for 2 city.
yeah. No, and you're the chair. You have more
Planning
than
board
enough to
rep,
do.
But that,
So you're the chair, you have enough to do.
yeah,
But we need you here.
Well, I don't think you're leaving, are you?
well, if we're just swapping
Yeah.
positions, then, yeah, no, I wouldn't be leaving.
Good.
Oh, good,
Okay, good.
good, phew. Well, Mitch, you'd be a really good chair. I think you would.
Thank you very much, but I'm still feeling a little new. So
Good.
I'd like a little more time to see how things work and who's who.
Yeah,
I'm not quite there yet.
okay.
I mean, Tara didn't get that luxury. So.
Well, maybe
That was
you-
brand new.
Oh, no, you're gonna be vice chair. That's good.
We should,
Actually, the chair is really, their function really is just to get the agenda out
basically.
and run the meeting. I guess I'm looking to Tara to see if it's really that simple.
It's pretty simple. I mean, you do feel responsibility to kind of know what's going on and make sure that you,
Can't just space out.
yeah, like, that the things
that
are on the
disqualifies
agenda
me.
that need to be discussed. Like, for example, like remembering that Angela had this report, you know, like she was doing this, so like, oh yeah, I talked about it last time with her directly, but I forgot to mention it in the meeting, or she didn't say, hey, I have this, so I was like, well, I'll just put that on the agenda.
Well, and it just happened too, so it couldn't
Well,
have been
that's
done
true,
any
right,
sooner.
yeah, it wouldn't have been much of an update probably last time.
I think it's between one of you two.
Well,
Well,
There's
Perry,
Joanne.
no.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to.
Well, okay, I'm 84, I'm giving up being chair of stuff.
Yeah, good for you.
Unless it's a rotating chair, that I only have to do it, you know, a couple months and then somebody.
My dilemma is upcoming travel schedule, and I'll be joining most likely for, I'll be on the screen, I won't be here in person.
Well,
For how long?
Well, right now, it won't really start until January, but my wife's getting daily treatments and billing, so we'll be in
Right.
billings every day.
Right.
And then after that, we're planning on heading south for a while, so
Ah,
a lot depends on her
That's
outcome,
important.
so
yeah.
it's just hard to plan.
I know. Well, what we've done,
What we-
what we've done in other situations is we have rotating chairs.
Yeah.
And actually, it works well, especially when you have people that travel a lot, so.
okay, so would you be willing to be a rotating
Yes.
chair with me?
Yes.
And you go first?
Well, I'm gonna be gone most of February, so.
I think the way you do that is you have one of you be the chair and one of you be the vice chair, and the vice chair just understands that that's what's happening.
Vice chairs never have to do anything except run the meeting when the chair is gone.
That's
true.
that sounds like a rotating chair to me.
Well,
Yeah.
but they
No.
would have to, right, they would have to draft the agenda.
Because both of us travel.
Well, that's
so
what
we
you do
can-
if the other
We
one's
can
traveling.
figure that out as long as we're not
We can
traveling
figure
at
it
the
out.
same time.
Okay.
And then the vice chair can. Yeah.
Okay.
Chair and vice chair.
And the secretary.
Secretary treasurer.
Oh dear, I didn't know how anyone else could be treasurer.
Well, that is like the easy job.
That, you just wait for information.
More or less, and I can coach people on the math of what the projections are. That's not,
I'd be a horrible secretary.
I mean, I haven't been great.
You get it down at least.
Where did you see, I was looking where it said that you can't be,
Well,
It's in,
I have them up, if you can tell me, I can pull it.
it's 2,
yeah, to be a member.
Article 2, number 2.
Up on page 1.
Yeah,
There's,
qualifications.
each member of the agency, the initial member consists, that talks about how long they are.
Right.
It's in the ordinances where they say 5 to 7. So this was where it says at least 5, not more than 7 members with initial terms. That's all it says there.
And then qualifications, I think it's the last sentence.
Member of the agency, no more than 2 agency commissioners may be non-resident. And be registered, an agency shall not hold any public office under the city other than the commission with respect to the urban renewal. Yeah, so that means you're
Categorically out.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unless we modify the bylaws.
bylaws.
In MCA, it just says you can't have a majority of people who also are elected.
Well, wasn't there also a change in that we were gonna have representatives from other county?
Every taxing entity that is represented has to have a body on here. So they did that, and so that was just, if, like, if he's gone, it's like, there's when we have to, when they tell us which one we have to have representation for. And it actually is the county that we need. Does anybody here counts as county?
Mitch,
Like living in county, like how does it,
out of the city.
Just that tax, the county says that's our
Yeah.
person there, so if the county
Yeah,
says
okay.
Midge is our rep, we're good.
Oh, was I the county? Was
The
I
district
county?
is the school,
mhm.
Marcy and I both live in the county.
and you don't have to be the county, you just have to have the county say, you're our rep on that board.
We have three, well, we're only supposed to have
That might be me. I
No
don't
more
know for sure,
Two,
but.
4, 5, 6,
So
7.
what county, the county planning
So,
or the
no,
commissioners?
the commissioners have to designate who their rep is. So if they say it's you or it's you, that's fine.
Where is
Or
that?
you.
Is
You-
that,
That's a
We
new
have-
Senate bill that passed this last year.
Oh,
It's
I'm like,
new.
I don't remember that in our bylaws.
No, it's a TIF thing that they passed at
Okay.
the state level.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
But we have county and Jeremy, or may know, but county and school board, and we had those covered. Who else are we taking money from?
I mean, I don't know how granular they're gonna get on that, like, there's the cemetery district, like, do we need
Oh.
that? There's,
Yeah, because
There's a
there
library,
really is a
like-
cemetery district, fire
Yeah.
district, ambulance
Who-
district,
right.
you know?
so I really don't know how the county and the school are the big ones, so.
Yeah,
Okay, we got that covered.
Yeah. So anyone can raise their hand and say, I'll be the point of contact for the county, right?
Well,
Or
no, I
like-
think the
or they'll
commissioners need to
pick
sign
somebody.
off on it, yeah. We just need them to say, who do you want to pick as your rep?
Yeah.
could probably be anybody, because we all live in the county.
Exactly, it can be, and it can be somebody in the city who's the county rep. We have that all the time.
Yeah.
oh,
Like on the planning board, the county rep can be somebody who lives within, in fact, Marty is the county rep, and she lives within city limits.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's-
So it's just the commissioners who say, that's our rep. That's why I was thinking it was this group who would say, you are our rep to the planning board. To me, it feels like this is the group who would say, you're gonna
You're our
represent us at the planning board.
ambassador, yeah.
This still leaves us without a secretary.
Who's willing to take notes? Somebody's gotta take notes.
Please.
So is that, so we would, this board would make a recommendation to the county as to, this is who we would recommend that the county serves as the county representative on the,
I don't even know it's that. It's the county looking at our board and saying, we want that one to be our representative. And we say that box is checked.
Oh, they would just like pick off the roster, basically?
Yeah, just have them pick off the roster. But what I said this board would do is pick who your rep is to the planning board.
okay.
That was the combination, because the commissioners say, that's our, okay, you guys say you're gonna be our rep to the planning board.
So Perry, you are our rep to the planning board.
Oh, if you guys say so.
yeah. So
I'd like to
that's
make-
city.
Somebody has to do
Now,
it.
wait a minute, that's city planning, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
City planning, but the city council doesn't need a rep.
No,
no, the city council does not need a rep, and they don't have a person here.
well, according to our bylaws, they can't, so.
They can't have a rep.
They can't be a voting person.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
We still need a
So
secretary.
This was slapped together in kind of a hurry, and
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I don't really
when
see
they,
that.
when they did this, it was, it didn't pass when I was on council, because I said, you don't have the kinks worked out of this yet, and they went ahead and passed it, so.
if you guys,
Not my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you guys are happy with the minutes that have been provided, and I can just borrow Jeremy's format, I will do the secretary
Great.
/ treasurer, I guess.
I don't think you even have to worry about the format, just write them up.
Well, this is a nice and easy,
Well, it is
easy to
very
follow.
Yeah, no.
And this is an unrelated question, but the annual meeting report, we were supposed to have that by September 30th.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's in the bylaws.
Where's that?
I think it's actually a requirement too. Let's see.
I don't know of any such thing. If there's a report, like a financial report, the city would do that, not us.
Oh, that makes sense. Maybe that's what it was.
I'm just going, so let's go to the annual,
It's not in there, so
at the time of filing of the annual report, the agency shall publish in the newspaper's general circulation.
We've never done an annual, we've never even talked about
Maybe
it.
that's what I was
The agency
thinking of.
shall file it on or before September 30th, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, that was where I saw it.
Where's
Oh, we
activities
don't-
for the proceeding?
Okay, we need
Well,
to
the
change
thing
our
is,
bylaws.
it'd be really easy to do your,
I mean, there's no point in doing an annual report if nobody, if it's not needed. That's basically.
well, this, to me, this says we have to do one.
Right, I think that's MCA.
Usually an annual report is basically your budget.
And that's what this is, it's basically talking about the activities of the preceding fiscal year. So in other words, your fiscal activities for the preceding year, I would just reverse a couple of words
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, all of that is straight from MCA though, like we
Yeah.
should be doing that.
Did you guys spend any money on refreshments, or has there been some expense? It seems like there has been
I
some
think there was
expenditures.
a little bit.
We did for the
Yeah.
KSU.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I would say one of you two needs to follow up with Lonnie
Yeah,
to get a report
I
out.
paid for it, it didn't come out of the budget.
yeah, but it was the rental fee for the Roosevelt.
I mean, we can build it around the numbers that we already got from Lenny.
We contributed some funds to the Brewery Hill study.
Well, then B is the other part of it. At the time of the filing.
Yeah, we'll publish in the newspaper that the report has been
Did
filed.
we contribute some to the study of the Brewery Hill Trail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chair and Secretary, if you guys will,
Do we need to nominate Perry as the secretary?
So I was gonna say, it's like,
So I
Yeah.
nominate Perry as the,
How about, I think,
Well,
let's
Jeremy's
do a
still
whole
there to-
slate.
Yeah,
yeah,
We'll do the whole.
Jeremy's still there to help get this one out.
oh,
Right.
good.
yeah, I'm here till
until the end of the year.
the end of the year.
But yeah, to your point, I've heard a lot of discussion, I don't think anybody's made a motion yet on your officers.
Well,
So I can attempt a motion. I'll move that Joanne and Midge are chair and vice chair.
No, co-chair.
Co-chairs.
Your minutes don't say co-chairs, your minutes say chair and vice chair, or your bylaws
Bylaws.
say chair and vice.
Yeah,
That's
vice chair.
okay.
Someone has to officially.
That's
how you divvy,
okay.
how you guys divvy it up is up to you.
You can
No,
be
I
chair,
want-
I'll be the vice chair.
No, well,
She's 84, she doesn't do chair anymore.
yeah.
All right,
No,
I'll be the chair.
I
You
don't
can
see
be the
anything
Now,
wrong
Mitch,
with having
You're
co-chair.
younger.
I agree. I think that's,
I think practically speaking, you're doing
no,
that.
I think it's nitpicky
Yeah.
to say that,
I agree.
because we
Yeah.
do it all the time. All organizations, a lot of.
I'm not voting, I'll shut up.
Yeah.
I'm just running tests.
Well, I'm just saying, that's really nitpicky, and I think we're co-chairs, period.
Okay.
Take it or leave it.
My final offer.
And
Okay.
will your motion include the secretary?
Yeah, I was gonna carry that on, and that Perry is, secretary and treasurer, and Kara is vice chair.
Mhm, yes,
Okay.
Okay, now you've checked off all the boxes.
yes.
So that's the motion.
And I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Okay, so hold on, we have co-chairs of Midge and Joanne.
Yep.
And then also a vice chair?
Yes.
Mhm,
Okay.
right.
We checked all the boxes.
And now the Knicks have been picked, so we're good.
Okay. Okay.
And this is good because we do travel a lot,
Yeah.
you know, we have a lot of different obligations, and so this gives us more flexibility and shares the leadership.
And there would have to be 3 people gone before you would have to run it. At that point, you wouldn't have a quorum, so.
That's right.
That's right.
Right.
That's true.
So your job is adjourn,
That's true.
or let's leave.
Actually, you could still have 4 if you have 7 and only 3 gone.
It's true.
Okay, motion and a second. I'll just repeat the motion. So we're all clear.
Okay.
We have a nomination for Joanna Midge as co-chair, Terry as secretary treasurer, Sarah as vice chair.
Do we want to include in the motion, representative to the planning board, also Perry,
Oh, yeah, good,
Okay,
just to check that box too?
yeah.
great. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion?
Well, I'm school board Marcy, so,
Well, that's the state law. That's not part of what you guys are doing.
oh, okay.
Not really an officer position.
Any
No.
other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Got that. Okay.
Thank you, co-chairs.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
It'll be a pleasure, Midge. We'll have
Great
lots
time.
of fun doing
You
it.
can get together and have coffee or tea.
Okay,
Plan the
wonderful.
agenda.
Do we have any old business?
Well, we already talked about the public meeting,
Uh-huh,
right?
uh-huh.
So-
Yeah,
But we don't have a date yet, right?
yep, the public meeting is December, oh, no, you're right, no, the public meeting,
Spring.
no date, yep. Okay, treasurer's report. Anything new?
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Any written correspondence, petitions, communications from the audience?
I see no comments online, no hands online, Madam
Alright.
Chair.
Great. Any other business? Okay, all right, well then, we'll adjourn the next regular meeting,
December 2nd.
December 2nd. Oh, so our next,
Special meeting.
Special
Yeah.
meeting.
our next, yeah, so we have December 8th and then special meetings. Okay,
And the next
everybody.
regular meeting
So-
is.
We have to do December 8th, or you're gonna do